postpartum. So basically, mid back pain after childbirth or postpartum mid back pain. Why does it happen? Now, as a busy executive mom balancing your household duties and your high powered career, and of course, the challenges of motherhood, you may not be any stranger to the physical tolls that happen because of your pregnancy and the postpartum life after that. So, if you're experiencing mid back pain, after delivering your baby, you're not alone, right? There are many, many moms, especially working moms, working executive moms, that suffer from mid back pain. Now, suffering from mid back pain may be common, but if you do not know why it's happening, that can add an element of overwhelm to that pain. So, in today's video, let's discuss the common reasons for this postpartum mid back pain. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is, back and neck, and nerve pain despite low energy levels and brain fog or mommy brain or lack of focus, as it is also called. So, I do so by giving you simple exercises, some easy lifestyle modifications, some tips and tricks that have helped me in my own pain and adrenal fatigue journey. Now, adrenal fatigue is a very wide term. The main symptoms that I had was lack of focus or the mommy brain, and also the low energy levels. So that is what I talk about. And do I do all of this without taking away a big chunk of your time? Because hey, we're moms, we're busy people, right? So let's get into the topic for today, which is postpartum mid back pain explained. Why does it happen or why it happens? Now, there are a couple of things that happen when you're pregnant. The very first one is your postural changes during pregnancy, because pregnancy brings about significant changes to your posture as your body is constantly adapting to the growing baby. Now, the weight of your expanding belly, of course, it shifts the center of gravity, causing your spine to curve more than usual. Now, we're talking about lower back or lumbar spine, but it also affects the segment above, which is your thoracic or your mid back area. And of course, the cervical spine. Now, this can lead to a lot of muscular imbalances where certain muscles will overwork to compensate for this shift in the posture. And of course, other muscles can become weak or strained. Now, postpartum, your body may be still adjusting to these postural changes or trying to go back to the pre-pregnancy alignment. It can lead to an ongoing strain and pain in your mid-back area because of these postural changes. Now, another one is weakened core muscles during pregnancy. Now, during pregnancy, as your abdominal muscles are stretching to accommodate the growing baby, this often results in weak core muscles postpartum. Usually, core muscles are associated with just the pelvic floor, but it is not just the pelvic floor, it is also your abdominal muscles, the deepest layer of your abdominal muscles, the multifidus muscle, which run along the spine, that is between every two vertebrae. There's a set of muscle, and these together are known as the multifidus. I'm just looking at my notes here. So yes, so basically a core muscle, that the core muscles, when they weaken, they will lead to this decreased stability in the spine, which will lead to incorrect alignments or improper alignments in the spine. That can also lead to a lot of fatigue and pain in your mid back area. Now, especially true for if you're still working in your pregnancy or postpartum, if you're working from home, if you've got a shorter maternity period and you're still working. So, postpartum doesn't have to be immediately after your childbirth. It can actually, it's called the fourth trimester. It does last much longer depending on every mom. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, it especially true, this mid back pain comes, and it is very common in moms who are still sitting at their desk despite the weakened core and the back muscles, which are not supporting your spine in that prolonged sitting posture. So there you see there's a connection between that mid back pain and the weak core muscles. If you're looking for more information on core muscles and you want to know what exactly is the core, you can have a look at my YouTube channel. I have done a couple of videos on this. And of course, there's a lot of videos on sitting posture and how you can improvise your existing sitting posture and improve your sitting posture to avoid mid back pain and lower back and neck pain. So you can go to YouTube, just type my name, Swati Prakash, posture or core, and these videos will come up for you. If you can't find them, just message me, I'll send it across. All right. And just looking at my notes here. Yeah. So, very next thing is breastfeeding and baby care posture. Now, whether you're bottle feeding or breastfeeding, there are physical demands of this. When you are holding, rocking your baby, when you're feeding your baby, there's a lot of holding that you do. So when your shoulders and arms are activated, of course your mid back muscles are also being used. Now, many moms will unconsciously hunch forwards to during your feeding, or cradle your baby in one arm, creating a lot of tension around one side. Like if your baby's smaller, you might be just holding more towards one side while you've got a bottle on the other hand, right? In the other hand. And so you're resting your baby along your forearm here. So there can be a lot of activities that we do that can cause mid back strain. Now, how do you not do this? Of course, is you can bring the baby up to your breast level, or up to the level where your arms to forearm, this angle at the elbow is about approximately 90 to 100 degrees. And of course, you can use a body pillow or a breastfeeding pillow and pop the baby on the pillow rather than you hunching forwards as well. And of course, if you're doing this unconsciously, and even if you're using a feeding pillow, you can do a lot of opening, chest opening exercises, so a lot of pectoral stretches, etc. I address these exercises in my free community, and I will leave a link to that free community in a blog that I have written on the same topic. I will leave a link to the blog in the description of this video. If you're watching me on Instagram, it'll be in my bio. If you can't find it, just message me. Again, I'll send it to you. Okay, moving on quickly to the next one is hormonal changes. There is a lot of hormonal changes and ups and downs that happen during pregnancy and continue to happen in the postpartum period. A simple example that you might have heard of, sorry, a common example that you might have heard of is the hormone relaxin. Basically, it leads to a lot of ligamentous laxity, which is needed for your pelvis to expand during that last few months of pregnancy and during the delivery or childbirth. However, these hormones can linger on in your body in the postpartum period as well, and they can continue with the joint laxity. So you might feel that your mid back or your thoracic area is not as stable, or is more there's a more give in the spine in that area, and that can sometimes lead to a lot of strain, when especially when accompanied by the poor postures that we spoke about during breastfeeding and holding the baby, etc. Now, of course, this is not a permanent problem that you're stuck with. There are many solutions, like I told you about positioning your baby, about focusing on, you can focus on your posture, you can strengthen your core. It is possible to rebuild your core muscles, and you don't have to go out to the gym to do it. There are simple exercises that you can do at home. Again, I talk about this in my free group that I referred to just now. And take a break. I know everybody will tell you take a break when the baby's sleeping, and that's when, as a mom, I had to do all the things when my baby was sleeping, so it was not possible. But try and incorporate those breaks, as in, don't just sit down and do nothing if you can't, but change your activity. If you're sitting, go into standing. If you're standing, go to lying down. So change your postures every few, like every hour, if not every half an hour. Movement will create that kind of activity, will create the kind of movement that you need in your spine. Sorry, I lost my words there. All right. So, if you're looking for more solutions on how to avoid mid back pain when you are sitting, when you're feeding your baby, when you're holding your baby, and of course, as moms, we do sometimes, if you have older children, you might be driving with the baby in the back seat, in the car seat. So we are doing a lot of sitting. So if you want to know how to manage your, or avoid your mid back pain when sitting, I have created a free guide on this, so you can have a look at that. Again, it's in the blog that I have written on this topic. I will leave the link to the blog in the description of this video. On Instagram, the link to that blog will be in my bio. You can message me and I will send it across to you if you can't find it. So basically, postpartum recovery is a journey, right? And taking small, consistent steps can make a significant difference in managing mid back pain. If you've known me for more than 2 minutes, you know I don't talk about complicated solutions. I talk about simple, easy tips that you can incorporate into your everyday life. So I hope this was useful for you. That blog also has a lot of other information on mid back pain and posture, etc. And you can have have a look at that blog and see how you go with it. Alrighty, I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, any comments for me, do let me know and I'll be happy to address them for you. I'll see you guys next time.